Now, Mr. Mariwala, morning. Good to have you on the show.
Morning.
How's the
Morning.
lockdown
Thank
going?
you. Lockdown is going on, staying at home, trying to do work from home, but it's okay. I think we have to get adjusted to this life, at least for the short term. So, carrying on. I think we have to accept what is required for the country.
True. But tell me about this. You know, we were just chatting about as to how corporates are putting in their efforts to try and fight over the pandemic. You as well at Marico Foundation have come out with the Innovate to Beat COVID, wherein, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're gathering innovative ideas. Tell us a little bit more about what kind of ideas that you're generating as part of this initiative.
So it is predicted that the number of cases in India are likely to spike up over the next 2 weeks, and there is likely to be a big shortage of certain equipments like ventilator, respiratory equipment, and some protective gears. So it's very important that we equip ourselves in terms of availability of these equipments. And India is an innovative country. If we can tap innovators within India to come up with solutions which are affordable, which can be worked out within a period of 15 days to a month, then we will be able to provide something which is badly required, whether it's a ventilator or respiratory equipment, also protective gear for doctors, and so that they can perform in the hospitals and with the patients. So with that in mind, we announced this 2 days back. And we have got a fairly good response. I think 200 people have said that it's work in progress. About 8-9 entries have already come in. And we expect that within the next 1 or 2 weeks, we'll get many, many entries. And we have an independent jury. And they will sit down and decide what's good. As of today, we announced an overall grant of 2.5 crores to be divided amongst various innovators. And in addition to that, we will, if somebody has an idea but doesn't know how to execute that, we can also hold their hands and, put them in touch with the right parties who can get it manufactured. So all in all, the whole objective is to give trust to these badly needed equipments, which are going to be very requiring. So that's where we are targeting.
Sure, good luck with that, and we'll keep chatting with you as and when you do have a handle on, who you plan to really incubate as part of this foundation. But tell me, what's happening with business? Is it a complete lockdown? Because as of now, you're seeing a clamor for FMCG goods. Whatever is off on the shelves in any grocery or any, essential goods store, that's being picked up and hoarded. But what after? What is the visibility that you have?
So there is a certain part of our business which gets clubbed under essential. These are edible oils, and they fall under essential category. Over the last 4 or 5 days, things have improved. Prior to that, there were issues in terms of attendance at our factories, supply chain issues, depots, distributors, retailers. But things have improved, and they are improving day by day, which is a very good sign. So, but that doesn't form 100% of our turnover. So part of our turnover is manufactured today, and it's supplied, but partly due to panic buying, partly due to supply chain issues, transport availability. In some pockets, there could be some non-availability of our brands. But things are improving, and I'm quite hopeful that they will improve further.
Okay. In your understanding, one is essentials, but what about non-essentials? How much do you think right now the supply chain can support for non-essential goods during the lockdown?
So non-essentials we are not allowed to manufacture at this stage, and nor will they get transported. So virtually non-essentials will mean that the availability will not be there. But we hope that the government will relax. I'm talking of non-essential FMCG products. So they will relax these restrictions on the non-essentials, and they will come up with a wider list which will enable us to manufacture whatever all our brands,
How does one deal with this entire challenge of migrant laborers? It may not be a large issue, at least in this part of India, but we know that in North it is a challenge. Migrant laborers has gone back to their villages, and some may come back, some may not come back. What is the best way to deal with this?
So there are two sets of issues. One is high degree of sympathy for those who have gone back, some of them walking back all the way. And I think we need to give all the support to them in terms of ensuring that they get transportation, they get food. So just to ensure that they reach back home safely. The other side to it is that these people who are working in big cities, either in construction or some other areas which has closed down and which has prompted them to go back. It may be difficult for these sectors to get these migrant labor back at a short notice. Luckily, in our case, most of our factories are located in interior areas where this issue of migrant labor is much, much lesser. So we will not get impacted because of the migration of labor as far as our factories are concerned, but some other sectors, urban sectors, will definitely get impacted.